Hello. Let's get a message starting off with the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. Wisdom. New beginnings. I had to laugh when I saw this card, the Wisdom card, because I don't know if you can see it. This is a mermaid. And before recording, I closed my eyes, sat in silence, and among the many things that popped into my imagination was a mermaid. Lots of things happening. I was swimming in the water. I was floating in the sky. I was flying on a dragon. My inner child was with me. I was a mermaid. My inner child was a mermaid. We were sitting on a beach facing the turquoise water. Long, flowing mermaid-like hair, looking out at the peaceful, calming turquoise water, together, side by side, me and my inner child. And there was a whale there. I saw dolphins and whales you associate with wisdom. Yep, wisdom. Dolphins, playfulness, happiness, happy-go-luckiness. New beginnings. I'm sure this is, you've heard these two words together so often, right? But we keep ascending, keep jumping timelines, shifting in frequency, ending cycles, beginning cycles. Let's see what else. What else? Stillness, yes. In my imagination, there was stillness, looking out into the turquoise waters. I often think of turquoise waters. It's very calming to me. A beautiful swan. The white purity associated with new beginnings. This makes me want to look up the significance, the symbolism of swans. Okay. Swans symbolize transformation, love, purity, and spiritual growth, embodying grace and beauty across various cultures and spiritual beliefs. Transformation. Swans are often associated with personal growth and transformation. Their journey from the awkward cygnet to the elegant adult swan symbolizes the evolution of the soul and the shedding of old patterns to embrace one's true self. Message of transformation, new beginnings. Love and loyalty. Known for forming lifelong bonds with their mates, swans represent deep and lasting relationships. They are seen as symbols of love, fidelity, and partnership, often associated with soulmate connections. Purity and grace. The pristine white feathers of swans embody purity and grace. In many spiritual traditions, they are viewed as symbols of divine beauty and spiritual cleansing, encouraging individuals to cultivate inner peace and integrity. There's that word, peace. Intuition and inner wisdom. Swans are also linked to intuition and spiritual awakening. Their serene presence encourages deep contemplation and self-discovery, reminding individuals to trust their instincts and listen to their inner voice. Balance. Swans inhabit both water and air. Water. Swans inhabit both water and air, symbolizing the balance between emotions, represented by water, and thoughts, air. They teach the importance of maintaining equilibrium in life, especially during times of change. Yep, transformation. Focus. Adventures. Look at that burst of color. Is this, I don't know my birds. Oh dear. Okay, let's look in the guidebook. It should be here. Sacred Destiny. I'll read about the focus card first. Snowy Mountain Peak. Mountains traditionally represent transcendence and spiritual evolution. They also symbolize rising above mundane situations and reaching greater heights. The snow at the peak represents pristine clarity. Mountain peaks are often the destination of spiritual pilgrimages. Many cultures believed that the tops of mountains were the resting points of the gods and celestial beings. Spiritual pilgrimages, it makes me think of this card here, Adventurers card. The sacred landscape wants you to know, what you focus on is what you pull to you, so put your attention on that which is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing rather than being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. Gather your inner resources and with intensity and passion, go forward and upward, and you'll see results. This is also a card of spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms, so stay focused as you elevate your higher consciousness. You are close to heavenly realms. The Adventurers card. Lofty waterfall. Oh, I didn't even notice the waterfall. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Speaking of focus, eh? All right. Anyway, lofty waterfall. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go and release. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and adventures. New adventures, new beginnings, new adventures. The sacred landscape wants you to know something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone whom you may have overlooked. And look how I had overlooked initially the waterfall. Something that you thought was mundane or someone whom you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It also can signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Okay, so be open to different perspectives, new perspectives. They mention the word boulder. A bigger and bolder way of living. And look how bold the colors are of the birds. Okay. So it relates to new beginnings, right? Something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Possibly new connections or renewing a connection that maybe you had taken for granted. Hidden in plain sight, so to speak. Just like the waterfall for me, I didn't even notice it. I overlooked it. And they talk about water. Water. The swan is in water. Water, yeah, emotions, right? Yeah, rejuvenation, regeneration, renewal. Yeah, new beginnings. Ending cycles, beginning new cycles. Again, I'm curious. Oh, here. I wanted to look up the cheetah symbolism. The spiritual meaning of the cheetah encompasses several key themes: speed and focus. Cheetahs symbolize the ability to move swiftly and maintain focus on goals, teaching you to act quickly and decisively. Instinct and confidence. They encourage trusting your instincts and embracing your inner momentum, reminding you to move with confidence. Adaptability and growth. Cheetahs represent adaptability and spiritual growth, highlighting the importance of adjusting to circumstances while pursuing your objectives. Power and freedom. As a spiritual animal, cheetahs guide you towards personal power and freedom, motivating you to run towards your aspirations. Let's go to the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Whoop. Wish upon a star. Okay, it makes me think of inner child. I imagine being with my inner child in the silent sit-down session before I started recording. New beginnings, new adventures with your inner child. Going after your dreams, wish upon a star. Yep. Allowing your inner child to dream. Your inner child is helping you continue to dream. Hand in hand, you'll journey on your new adventures together. Wish upon a star, putting this together, the focus card, yeah. Focus on your dreams. Hold on to your dreams. Imagine, visualize. You may be seeing the number 12, number 39 here on this card, Wish Upon a Star, reduces or adds up to 12. So 12, 12, 12, 12, 21. The number 1 represents new beginnings. Number 2, harmony. Earth's magic, number 1. New beginnings, yeah. Looks like she's standing at the sprinters, the starting block or something? I don't know what it's called. Starting a new adventure, just like the Fool in the Tarot. Makes me think magical adventures. Yep. Feeling the world, number 13. Reduces to a 4. Firm foundations, that makes me think. Stability. Also inner strength, and you find that through stillness, in silence. inner strength. Feeling the world makes me think, this card here, makes me think of empathy, or maybe you identify with being an empath. You're very sensitive to energies. I'm looking at the firm foundation here, earth magic. You're likely, because you have you're very sensitive to energies, you've probably learned to ground yourself by spending time in nature. You've been spending time with Mother Earth. She's been supporting you, helping you heal, helping you get on firm ground, stand on firm ground, so to speak. Another young child. Endless possibilities, number 38. Reduces to an 11. Lots of ones. New beginnings for sure. Oh, so many. Yep, endless possibilities. There are endless possibilities. And you know that now. You started tapping into your inner child, channeling your inner child. You're feeling more optimistic. You know that you are full of potential. That life is full of potential. That realizing your dreams is possible. And that's coming from the wisdom of the inner child. It has nothing to do with age. Being playful. Tapping into your imagination. Tapping into source. The field of possibilities. And perhaps you meditate, and that's helped you focus. Stillness makes me think of meditation. Learning to quiet your mind. Imagining a beautiful life for yourself, whereas in the past, possibly, you didn't believe that you could lead a beautiful life. But you opened yourself up to dream, and that's thanks to your inner child. Your wise inner child. Life is meant to be fun. Work, work, work until you retire. Work, work, work for 2 days a week. Did I say work, work, work for 2 days a week? Work, work, work for 2 days of the weekend. So just work all week, and 2 days you get to, quote, have fun? No. Let it go, number 24. Yeah, releasing the past. Honoring the past, honoring your experiences, the wisdom that you gained. letting go. And that's why you have another new beginning, lots of new beginnings. Letting go with love. A heart here. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Pure intention. That makes me think of the focus card. And now I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is about making intentions in regards to what you want for your life. Living your life with intention. Adventures. 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 Inspiration. Inspiring adventures. Beautiful adventures await you. Ooh, transformation. Indeed, you are going through a transformation. And the message of transformation in regard to what I looked up for the symbolism of swans, the cheetah, anything else about adventures? Adventures. Look in a book. Reading. We can go on adventures through our mind, right? Tapping into our imagination. When we read books, our imaginations explode with so many possibilities, so many possibilities. We get lots of ideas. Reading books help us dream. And reading books can inspire us, give us more ideas. Anything else? Motivation. That makes me think of, it relates to focus. I think you're starting to feel more motivated. And maybe you're feeling more inspired as well. Or maybe you'll encounter through your, if you start reading a book or a blog post, you'll feel inspired and it'll motivate you to follow the breadcrumbs of your curiosity. That too is an adventure. For some people, investigating, following the breadcrumbs, following your curiosity. Hidden depths, so mysterious. Well, that makes me think, related to this Feeling the World card, where it made me think about your being a very empathetic soul. You feel very deeply for the world. And she's holding the world in her hands. Now that makes me think, holding the world in her hands, and then it made me think of this card, the Let It Go card. And this is the number 24, breaks down to a 6. I relate 6 to balance. So maybe at one time you felt like it was on you to save the world. That's just way too much for one person to bear. And Spirit is advising to surrender. Release those burdens. It's not your responsibility. Maybe you've been experiencing aches and pains in your body because you felt like you were responsible for everyone else's happiness. Celebration. Lots to celebrate in this new chapter of your life. These new adventures that you're embarking on. If only in your mind, but I'm pretty sure the energy is in the air, in the collective. We are going to start meeting actual other human beings that we can celebrate with and go on adventures with. Okay. Let's go to the Light Seers Tarot. Adventures. Adventures. The Sun. Okay. Beautiful adventures ahead for you. Oh, you're going to be so happy. Raising your arms in exaltation and exuberance. Oh, your inner child. You and your inner child are going to have such a beautiful adventure together. Shall we get one more? This is how, is it going to get better than the Sun card? Oh. Final message. Final message. Final message. Let it go. Yes. That relates to this one here. End of a painful cycle. Yep. New beginnings happening for you. I'm sure you've heard that way too many times. So let's... One more. One more. Walking away from suffering, overthinking, anxiety. Walking away from the past, your past self. Walking towards a beautiful, bright, and sunny new chapter. Oh, wow, okay. Queen of Cups, Strength, Nine of Cups, okay. Wishes fulfilled. Oh my. Wisdom, I put that. I'll put that with wisdom. Oh, and she has beautiful red flowy hair, yes. And when I think of mermaids, I imagine them with, wavy red hair. And she's immersed in water. Water, water, water. Yeah, you're a compassionate soul, intuitive soul, empathic soul. You're strong. Look at this. Strong and tender at the same time. The Strength card. Yeah. You have a beautiful adventure ahead of you. And yet, it might be quite the change. So, yeah, have courage. But yeah, how does it get better than this? Nine of Cups, the Sun. Making your dreams come true. Celebrating with your inner child. I'll stop there. Take care.